Hello everyone, I am ConnectKid and I am one of your walkthrough writers and managers for Banjo Kazooie Nuts and Bolts. This first video we're going to be looking at getting started, which is mostly going to be getting boxes and exploring around Showdown Town. And we're also going to be completing Nutty Acres Act 1. When you start the game, you're going to have a 9-minute intro. It's mostly going to be cutscenes, but there's going to be a bit of stuff you need to do, so I will show you what to do when we get to that part. But for now, I will just cut this out. You can watch it on your own game if you'd like, or you have to watch it, so you can enjoy it there. For this, it will just be cut out. You can resume the video when you get to parts where you need to control Banjo. Alright, here we are. This is the first part in the game where you can control Banjo. What you're going to want to do is you can explore their front yard or learn about Spiral Mountain right here. But if you just want to progress through the game, you're just going to want to come up, go up to this bouncing grunty head that you see up here. There's going to be a couple more cutscenes, and I will come back with you during the next part where you have to do stuff. Alright, here we have the next part you can control. It doesn't really matter how you do or how well you do in this game. This little mini game right here. If you win or lose, log is still gonna stop you and you're just gonna progress. You should also get your first achievement here, the Pointless Collector achievement. But for now, there's just going to be a couple more cutscenes, and I will see you at the next part, which is the controls tutorial. Here we are, back, and this is the first part. You will arrive in Showdown Town. This first part is just the tutorial part. You're going to want to take this Mumbo crate and put it in here, and Mumbo is going to give you all the default vehicle parts. So once it's on the pink, just come over here and press X to talk to him. He's going to give you all the correct vehicle parts you need. And there's a lot of other Mumbo crates around town that we're going to be collecting that have a bunch of different vehicle parts in them. This here is just the workshop tutorial. We're going to be building a lot of vehicles, so I highly recommend that you go through this to familiarize yourself with the workshop and everything. But I already know everything, so there's no point in me doing the tutorial, so I'm just going to skip it. But I would definitely recommend that you do this tutorial. Alright, now that you've completed that tutorial, we're just going to go through a couple more controls. You just want to come over to your cart and use left trigger to flip it over, and now you can get in it and drive around. First thing you're going to want to do is you're going to come over here and grab box 5 and place it in your cart. Now there's a glitch in this game, and it's called the hover glitch. And what this is essentially is, if you have any item in your trolley, you can stand on top of it and then pick up your trolley using right trigger. And you can go anywhere with it. And this allows you to go places you normally would need to have. This allows you to go places that you normally wouldn't be able to go until later in the game, earlier on. So we're going to be using the hover glitch a lot in order to get some boxes that we need. So once you go over here, grab box 5, you're going to want to stand on top of it and do your first hover just up here, and you're going to want to grab box 30, which is right there. You don't need your vehicle for this one, so you can just hover and then hop and press X, which will give you a bit of airtime, and then get box 30. You're also going to want to get this silver note right here. Alright. So you're going to want to take boxes 5 and 30, and you're going to want to come around here and go up this ramp and talk to Log, the Lord of Games. Alright, once you talk to Log, he's going to give you this Nutty Acres game globe. And you're just going to want to take it. And just roll it down the hill for now. Just because it's going to be a little difficult to put it in your cart with the 2 boxes. Then you can bring your cart down the ramp as well. And you can go ahead and turn in these 2 boxes. Then you can go ahead and grab this ball that you rolled down and place it on its game globe, which is just right here, as you can see. This is going to unlock the first world, Nutty Acres, as well as the first act in the world, so Nutty Acres Act 1, which is right there. Okay, now you're going to want to get back in your vehicle and come over here and grab box 3. And you're going to use box 3 to just do a short little hover right up here to this ledge. And you do need your vehicle, so you cannot hop out. Just come over here and come to this yellow pad right here. This is going to be important later on. That's it for now, and you can just slide back down this green part. And we need to do one last thing before we go into Nutty Acres, which that is we need to get this box 39 right here. But you'll notice that we can't get through this red screen. Now what you're supposed to do is later on in the game you get the laser weapon, and the laser can destroy these red laser screens so you can get the boxes. But there is a way to glitch the boxes out so we can get them earlier on. So what you're going to want to do is pull up alongside the screen like this, pretty close but not too close. Then come to this side of your cart. Make sure the box is in your cart as well. You're just going to want to come over here and press the left trigger to flip your cart over. Then you're going to want to push your cart up against the laser screen. Now you notice that you can't actually pick up box 39 if you come around the front. So what you need to do is just come around the side and you can grab it like that. Then you're going to want to pull up box 39 so that it looks like it is standing on top of box 3, but on its side, of course. So you want to get them as close to touching as possible. I don't know why that happened. There we go. Also, you can use right bumper if you want to select something that's in your range but is not automatically selected. So you can use right bumper for that. Anyway, once you get box 39 set up pretty close to box 3, which I am doing a terrible job at right now. Okay, once you've set this up like this so that the boxes are pretty close to each other, you can just come over here and go into Nutty Acres Act 1. That's all there's to it. Okay, here we've arrived in Nutty Acres Act 1 with our first Jiggy challenge. So you can just hop out of your vehicle and talk to Klunga right here, who is going to give us our first challenge. Now in each of the challenges, it's either a Log's Choice Vehicle challenge or a Player's Choice Vehicle challenge. About a quarter to a third of the challenges in the game are Log's Choice, which means that Log has to pick the vehicle that you're gonna use, and you can't pick whichever one you want. So in this case it's Log's Choice, but even if it wasn't, we don't have any vehicles made anyway, so we're just gonna use the trolley for this challenge. You can start it, and basically the challenge is you need to get over to the farm and talk to Mumbo. So you're going to want to reverse into this Mumbo box and use right bumper to attach the engine, and that's going to help us go a little faster. You can just, you don't have to cross the bridge, it's actually a bit slower, but just cross the river and come up here and smash through this wall right here. And then talk to Mumbo right here with X. And you're going to have to do it within 30 seconds in order to get the Trophy Thomas level. In each challenge there's 3 levels. The notes level, which just gives you 10 notes. The Jiggy level, which gives you a Jiggy. And a Trophy Thomas level, which gives you 1/4 of a Jiggy. So every 4 Trophy Thomases you will get an extra Jiggy. Now that means in order to get all the Jiggies, you're going to have to get at least 96 out of the 97 Trophy Thomases in the game. And there's actually one very difficult challenge that we'll be skipping the Trophy Thomas on, which means for all the other challenges, you're going to have to achieve the Trophy Thomas level. So if you achieve the Trophy Thomas, that's great, and you should also have gotten an achievement for that. Though if you didn't get the Trophy Thomas, you're going to have to restart the challenge and try to get the Trophy Thomas level. This Mumbo box back here that is only in the challenge is extremely important, so you can just reverse into it and hold right bumper. Alright, now that you've done the challenge, you want to make sure you watch this next part of the video before you do, because we're gonna have to go a little fast, because it's a timing thing. So just stop here and don't do anything in your game, just watch me for now. Alright, once you finish the challenge, you can head back to Showdown Town. Okay, you're gonna arrive here back in Showdown Town, and the boxes are gonna be on the floor, but that's okay. Just come over here and try to be a little fast about it, and bank your first Jiggy. So position your truck right there, grab this wrench tool thing, and get your first Jiggy, and then bank it in the Jiggo vendor machine. This will unlock Nutty Acres Act 2, and you will unlock a couple of vehicles, but we won't be using any of them. You're also going to want to, if you didn't do this earlier, go to this warp pad, which now we're going to want to warp to Trophy Thomas's house, which we unlocked earlier, and you're going to want to find Mr. Fit, who's an antelope, and he should be running around over here. And if you did it quick enough, he will still be running, or he will have stopped right around here. Yep, he'll stopped here, and you're going to want to talk to him and get the Trapdoor Tower number 2 combination. And the combination will show on the right side. Now if you were a little slow about it, and maybe had some problems, he's going to continue running, and he won't let you talk to you until he stops to catch a breath of air. And he'll stop all the way over here next to those gates over there. So if you missed him when he stopped the first time, you're just going to have to go over to those gates and get him again when he talks then. Okay, once you get the trapdoor combination number 2, you can come back here and turn in these. Actually, we're going to need box 3. So don't turn in box 3, but you do want to turn in box 39. Next you're going to want to come over here, grab box 3 again, and we're going to use it to hover on top of that tower right there, which is trapdoor tower number 2, which contains a box that we need. So you can just come over here and try to center yourself, and then hover all the way up to trapdoor number 2. And you do not need your vehicle, so once you get close enough you can jump out and enter the combination that you got from Mr. Fit. So mine is 6994, but yours will be different. This will open up the trapdoor and a box will fall. You can go back down here and put the box that fell, which is 31. You're going to want to put box 31 in your vehicle. Okay, so once you get down here, you're going to want to grab box 31 and put it in your cart. And now we're going to practice a little glitch that you don't want to mess up, because if you mess it up when we need to do it, you're going to have to do a lot of extra work. Now, this glitch, it involves warping to Mumbo's motors, which brings your trolley back to this area right here. The problem is, if you just normally warp to Mumbo's motors, your cart, it won't bring any of the boxes that it has contained in it. But if you warp to Mumbo's motors while you are in the air, for some reason, your cart will bring the boxes that you have in it at the time. So you're going to want to practice warping to Mumbo's motors while you're in the air, because there is a little bit of a delay between when you press up on the D-pad and when you actually warp to Mumbo's motors. So pressing and holding up on the D-pad will warp you to Mumbo's motors. So you're going to want to practice jumping, and then when you're at your peak height, press X and hold up on the D-pad at the same time. So hold A, and when you're at your peak height, press X and hold up on the D-pad. So let me demonstrate now. A and then X and up on the D-pad. And if you did it right, you should warp while you're in the air. And your cart should appear back here with both boxes still in it. Now if you did this incorrectly, there might be 2 floating boxes right here, or maybe the boxes will just not be there at all. But you want to make sure you do this correctly, because if you mess it up later on, you're going to have to redo a lot of work, which no one wants to do. Once you feel you have sufficiently practiced that glitch, we're going to continue collecting boxes. But first we're going to do a hover glitch up here that will unlock the second game world, log box. So you're going to want to take your 2 boxes, and if one of them is positioned where the pink side is up, you're going to want to use that one, because the pink side is a little easier than the gray side. So just going to want to hover up to Log's tower up here, and try not to play with the camera too much, but where we are going, alright, I'm slipping a bit, so right, it looks like we're still good. We're going to the top of this tower right here, and you will need your vehicle. It doesn't look like I'm going to make it. So we just reached the height limit of the world, so that's why we're not going up anymore. Alright. So it's at... right. So as you can tell, it's actually a very difficult hover to get, so you might have to separate it in portions. So that's usually what I have to do anyway. You'll probably have to stop at this section that we were at earlier and continue from there. But we're trying to get to this top portion right here. Not here, but all the way up here. There we go. And you should also have unlocked an achievement right here, which is the Head for Heights achievement. If you didn't get it, all you have to do is just climb up this pole and stand on top, and you should get the achievement there. You can go ahead and grab box 9, and also this right here, this is a Jiggy tamper switch, and what it does is it gives you a free Jiggy. So nice job, you just got your second Jiggy, and it was pretty much for free. This will also unlock the second game world, which is Logbox. And we're not gonna actually, yeah, we might as well. Next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna unlock the Logbox game world. Alright, now you're gonna want to throw your cart down here, but if you are not careful about it, your boxes will fall out. So you're not going to want to throw it down here because it will hit the side. So you're going to want to come to this corner right here and throw it off the side like this. And you're going to just drop it and then hop in it. And that way like I was saying, that way none of the boxes will fall out. Just make sure you're all the way on the corner, and if you did it correctly, you won't have to do any box retrieving. So if you still have your boxes, you can just throw the game cube down the ramp right there. But if you lost your boxes like me, you can go ahead and put it in your trolley and just drive down, because we're gonna have to get those boxes back. So if you lost your boxes, just go back and get them. We need 3, 9, and 31. So mine conveniently landed in the same place, but yours, if you lost them, it might be a little more scattered. If one or more of your boxes fell out and fell onto that ledge right there, don't worry about it for now, because we're going to be going up there anyway. You'll just collect them, or recollect them when we go back there. Right. Now you're just going to want to come back over here and turn in all the boxes that we have now. And then we're going to set up the next game world, the Logbox game world. So turn in these 3 boxes here. And that's it for now. That's all the box collecting for now. But we will have to do some more very soon. So just grab this game globe, and come over here and put it on its or put the game cube or game sphere, whatever, on its game globe. And also you're going to want to activate that warp zone too. This should also reward you with the second achievement. Alright, next thing we're going to do is you can go ahead and use this to warp back to Mumbo's Murders, the center area. And we're going to use a park bench to do some more hovering. So just jump up and hit it like this, and that will allow you to carry it. And we're just going to do a short little hover up to this area right here. And you will need your vehicle. You will need your vehicle for this hover. You're just going to want to come over here and talk to the police chief right here. This is going to activate some jingos that we will need for notes. And we're actually going to do one of them right now. Alright, once you've talked to the police chief, you're going to want to drive over here to this dock section right here. And just want to grab one of these wine crates, so you're going to have to hit it first. You can ditch the park bench, by the way. You can get rid of the park bench for now, because we're going to use this wine crate to hover instead. So get the wine crate in your cart, and you're going to want to hover over here to this section with the wrench and box 36. And you will need your vehicle. Actually, I guess you don't really need your vehicle, but yeah, you don't need your vehicle. So you can get rid of the wine crate, activate this wrench right here, and that will open the Jingo cage. And grab box 36. You can just throw it down if you lost your vehicle. And then you're just going to want to come over here to this yellow Jinjo. And we will be sending this yellow Jinjo home. So drive your trolley over here, and you're gonna have to stand on your trolley to get to the Jinjo. But place it in your trolley, and then come over to this warp pad right here. So you're gonna want to place the yellow Jinjo in your cart, and come over here and activate this warp zone. Then we have a long drive all the way to a place called Uptown. And we're gonna do a hover just from right here because it's a little easier. So just come over here and use your box to hover up here with your vehicle and activate this Uptown warp zone. Once you've done that, you can deliver the yellow Jinjo home, and it will give you around 100 notes, I think. Around 100 notes. You also get an achievement from it. So, okay, right. Now that you've delivered the yellow Jinjo, you're going to want to use this same box to do a short hover. It's like a vertical hover up here. Just ditch your vehicle because we don't need it. In fact, we can't bring it even if we want to. And there's this chimney pipe right here and a balcony. And on the balcony is a tamper switch, which gives you a free Jiggy. So you can just drop down, make sure you land on the ledge and not off the ledge. And this will also unlock Nutty Acres Act 3. Climb back up here. Jump up here and grab these 2 notes. You don't have to activate this wrench just yet, but make sure you get the notes. Alright. Next thing you're going to want to do is make sure you have box 36. And then also grab box 38 over here. Then you're going to want to use these 2 boxes to do a short little hover into this caged area right here. And you will need your vehicle, so make sure you have your vehicle. It's going to be a little easier if the boxes are side by side, not stacked on top of each other, so you can use Banjo to push them off of each other if you'd like. So just hover in here, and we're going to grab boxes. We're going to grab all these notes first of all, but also box 43. We won't be able to get box 51 yet, but that's okay because we don't need it. So grab all these golden notes You can grab the bronze and silver notes if you'd like, but you don't need them. Then come down to this underground portion right here. And your vehicle will probably be a little top heavy from all the boxes. Like that. So it's okay. You might have to go into the water here and retrieve a couple boxes if they fell on the way down. So now we're going to combine two of the glitches that I showed earlier, which you're going to want to pull up close to this laser screen and then flip your card over by coming out on this side and pressing left trigger. And just push your card up against the laser screen and use right bumper to select box 47. So right bumper, and use it, bring it as close to the other boxes as you can, and remember it also has to be not only on top of the other boxes but also like horizontally lined up, I guess. I don't know. Yeah, these boxes are a little precariously placed, so yeah, just make sure. Alright, that looks good enough. Make sure the boxes are lined up like that. Then we're gonna do the glitch that we made sure to practice earlier. So jump up and then press X and hold up on the D-pad at the same time. So just do that right now. And you should warp to Mumbo's Motors. You go ahead and exit the garage. Now if you did it right, you should have all 4 boxes that we collected in your trolley. And you can go ahead and turn all 4 of them in. So just come over here and you can turn all 4 of them in. Alright, congratulations. We're not done collecting boxes yet, but that was the big one. That was definitely the hardest 4 boxes to collect. So we're almost done, but we still have a couple more to collect. So grab box 4 right here. Come over here to this laser screen. And once again, do a sort of a parallel parking job. This one is a little difficult to do because it's not a very large area. Alright, then you can just flip your trolley over, push it up against the laser screen, and set up box 44 next to box 4. And then you can warp back to Mumbo's Motors if you'd like, using this glitch. Or you can just go into Nutty Acres Act 3 and then return to Showdown Town. Whichever one is your preference. Both work. It doesn't matter. Then you can turn in these 2 boxes. Okay, these next 3 boxes that we're going to be collecting are over here in the theater district. So you just want to drive over here and you want to collect box 7, which should be on top of this tower. Then place box 7 in your cart and come over here and use box 7 to hover up and grab crate 33. Then you can leave your vehicle for a minute and come over here and grab box 8. Once you have your 3 crates, you can warp back to Mumbo's Motors and turn all of them in. Next you're going to want to come over here and grab box 2. And you're going to want to hover up here. And we're going to get 2 boxes up here. This box, 27. And also there's box 29, which is right there. Which you can hover up, or if you would prefer not to hover, you can just climb this ledge right there. Then just go ahead and turn these boxes in, and we have 1 set of boxes to collect left after this, I believe. Yes, just 1, I'm pretty sure. So turn all these in, and then we're almost done. Come here and warp to Trophy Thomas's house. Actually, no. Warp to Boggy's gym, sorry. Warp to Boggy's gym. And we're gonna come over here and collect box 10. So you're just going to want to hover over here. What you can do actually is you can just drive over here, over to this ledge, and then pick your trolley up. And then put it on land right here. Now you can't go up here because you need the grip wheels. But that's why we have box 10. Alright. So, once again, use box 10 to hover, and grab box 22, and now you're going to want to go on this tightrope, and come over here and grab box 23. Okay, now that you're over here, you're going to want to just grab box 23 and carefully walk back across this tightrope. Be careful once you get to the end of the tightrope, because at the end here, if you just walk off normally, you will fall. So what you're going to have to do is, before you get to the end, jump off by using A, continue holding forward with L stick, or left stick, and then press X to get some hang time. Box 23 will fall just right here. You can go ahead and put it in your cart and drive down here. Okay, now that you have your 3 boxes, we're going to turn 2 of them in, and we're going to keep the 3rd one because we need it for our last hover and laser glitch. So you can just drive over here and turn in 2 of your boxes. So make sure to take one of them out of your trolley before turning them in. You can talk to Mumbo and turn your 2 crates in. Then take the 3rd crate, and you can warp to Trophy Thomas's house if you'd like. Or you can hover up there, but warping is a little easier. Alright, now the final box that we need to get is box 45, which is behind that laser screen up there. If you can see it, you can not see it very well. So we're going to do 2 hovers to get to this box. Our first one is going to be just over to this area, which you don't need to hover for, but it's a little faster if you would like. So it's not too big of a deal if you mess up, because you can just go through the water. It's just going through the water is a little annoying. So it's okay if you mess up like I did. But then, at the bottom of this hill, this is the one that you don't really want to mess up on. So, just do it. One last hover. Don't worry, because after this hover, you're not going to have to really hover at all for the rest of the game. At least not that much anyway. So once you get up here, we're going to do one last laser glitch. So drive your cart up to this laser wall, flip it over using left trigger. Alright, so I didn't push my cart up close enough, but it should be close enough now. So flip it over, and just push it up, and set up box 45. There we go, and once your boxes are set up, you have an extremely long walk all the way back to Nutty Acres. So you can go ahead and enter Nutty Acres, and enter Nutty Acres, and just go back to Showdown Town. Once you go back, you should have the 2 boxes in your crate, or 2 crates in your trolley. Just turn these 2 crates in, and this concludes the getting started portion of the Banjo Kazooie Nuts and Bolts walkthrough. We have all the parts we need to make our first few vehicles. We're going to be getting more parts along as the walkthrough goes. You get parts for completing certain challenges, or getting to certain Jiggy milestones, and then also there's still a couple crates around town that we need to get once we get to a higher Jiggy number. We don't need them right now though, so it's okay. So yes, thank you for watching. You can go ahead and go to the next walkthrough page, which should be Nutty Acres Act 2. So I will see you there.